stage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now he'll tuck it and run. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to...
Just knocked Lamar Jackson out the game. I know he's sick. I know he's sick. Don't bring his ass back. Stream already up.
She ain't waking up on no Haitian food, bro. Shit, the beef and all. Bro, that's Haitian food. From I got me some okra in there. Yeah, they got the okra. It's called callaloo.
Let's go,
That's
man.
what the okra called.
Put his ass out early.
Who TV broke? Who TV broke? How broke?
First play of the drive goes
Let's
the
go.
wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Get his ass out early.
They get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we'll leave him. No, he's
Nice to
not.
see an offense that has enough
Put him
confidence
there.
to run the football in that
Put
situation.
him
I think
there.
that goes back to their practice and game planning.
Oh, I
They've
can't
seen
put
things
Rush
that
there.
they've seen on tape
Put
and in
Rush there.
previous games that led them
Put
to
him
believe
there.
that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
We're gonna let this rock for right now.
Here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Howard. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle.
Oh, that's so bullish, dog. Too much time. Let's go. No Lamar. Yes, sir. Now you gotta run with that other quarterback. Knock his ass out. Knock his ass out next. Let's go. See what that 3rd string quarterback look like.
Number 88 got an X factor.
Yes, sir. Let's see what that next quarterback look like. Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You gotta show me what that next quarterback look like. I don't care about none of that. Come here, let's go. You got full momentum going one way, trying to run back somewhere else. Let's go.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, you know what? Bomb. Yes, sir.
scrimmage and
Come
taken
on,
down.
Officially no gain on the play. See what that backup looking like.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Bruh, how you get thrown to the ground by a nigga that don't even got a superstar trait, bruh?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Oh yeah, let's go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh, Devontae Smith so slow, bruh.
Making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the
what are you going to do about my situation?
57-yard attempt. And
Oh, that shit hit the crossbar and go in. Good job, man.
miles away right there. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
So we living in here?
Their home crowd into it as well. And remember,
It's going y'all. It don't matter. I'm in the game right now.
So every point is precious.
It don't matter to me either.
Brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Gotta let me know what y'all do. I'm down to play him. I don't care. I'm on.
He should be on.
But, hey, because we can't make a decision on this, we'll be on another game, guys.
Do your thing, good dog.
Hold on, I'm in the fourth quarter. I'm still here.
Nah.
They ain't gonna send
So
it.
from
Play.
inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Enrique.
Okay.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just one catch for him.
I don't duck nobody. I play all my units.
I'm saying he don't be ducking nobody from the NFC.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cause I'm a mother's week 17. I don't care what he talking about.
Jonathan Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I know something, man.
They give to Taylor.
How do they come here? I know something, man.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Man, you gotta show me he gonna be able to run man all game.
On 3rd down, Huntley.
Oh, come on. How did he beat me back inside? I'll tell him that. I feel that's one drive.
Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on
Good
defense?
job, brother.
After the offense scored to
I
go
see
up
what I'm gonna do for
7-0,
this game.
you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
I'm winning my 4th bowl.
I don't know, bro. With everything going on, I think I might hit goal this year, bro.
What's going on? You can't stick nobody on my team.
I know. That's another field, bro.
My DB is low.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the
I'm
run,
bad up.
detecting it, and blocking it, and turning it
I'm
into
bad up, and I'm gonna actually play corner versus
You
you.
heard what happened to the last nigga that man.
smother it.
I ran a drag, and this nigga was running the drag for the receiver. But man, y'all so crazy, bro.
Who's that? Who's that, Tony?
I ran a drag. No, but that shit got to him, bro.
2nd and 4.
Who was the last nigga man up?
Jay, you heard about the last nigga that tried to man up.
Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Force another field, bro.
You heard about the last nigga that tried to man
You go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3. That just tells you what
I need that record ball treat.
We're gonna force another field, bro. Let's go, man.
I mean, it's gonna fit.
I know it's gonna fit.
It's up to you, dude.
You're still using that for your PS4?
Use it for my computer.
Oh, for real?
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there
Wait,
now on third
that's
down.
the computer.
Well, I buy any phone controller, and then I have this one. You can't put the phone controller, so I can use it on anything.
Trying to run for it with
I'm not playing any
Jacobs.
shooting
Come
games, so
on,
I'm
bro. How do you touchdown? How you run away from him? He's right there, bro.
Josh Jacobs, 28 yards. As the Ravens push forward out in front.
Oh, I finally won a challenge. Good job, man.
Hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it
Yo,
is.
my corner target is a 54,
Whatever.
bro.
They figured they're gonna throw the ball.
Or it went up
When you
to
go
62.
I think you energize.
Oh, yeah, we went to that side.
And he will take it
He
in.
don't start, so it don't matter.
Wait, that
Remember
4-4
what
sack?
Remember what happened to the last person that tried to run his corners over? 31 gonna hit.
A
Care what
strong,
you
determined
talking
run
about.
there,
You want
Charles,
to
to get in for 6
You want the
points.
44 side if
This
you
is
want to.
why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know
Good
it's
job,
not
man.
To the last person that ran the 44 side.
but the blocks were made up.
Them niggas are going
Offensive
to
line collected victory at the
And he
line
got
of
a
scrimmage
superstar
and
too, so I wish
downfield.
you would.
And how
Even
about
more
the finish
annoying.
to the run all the way into the end zone?
They go on every fucking tackle like
Following the
Jason.
touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier. Brought down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score, Ravens 10, Colts nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Jalen Ferguson there on the tackle. 2 yards on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
They'll run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, Huntley. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
5-yard gain on the play. First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Howard airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
1st and 10.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Howard escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 33-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Huntley. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of
32 that time.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
41-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. From the gun, Huntley. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll run with Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
His own 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
4th down.
On 4th down, Huntley eluding the pressure right. He's going up top for Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Vincent Smith, 32 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Howard now. Off play action. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Ravens 24, Colts 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Huntley. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again